We did it. We're live. CT's like, let's go. Grimlock's like, let's go. Really
You
needed
can't
a
even
poop
see
knife.
my face. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Well,
man,
Dang.
I was excited
yeah.
for a second.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And that's coming from you, who's clearly Casper the Ghost's weird third cousin.
And it looks like we
there
finally got
extra
to
letters in my Instagram name there.
Yeah, I just threw them in there. I don't even know if you had
Sweet. Yeah. They call me Toby too.
Yeah, I figured. And then I did that for the YouTube. And I made this whole overlay thing that you're seeing that Toby's looking at pretty much 5 minutes before the show.
Like
while I was being quiet.
Second, he's like, let's go.
I was being quiet. I was saving my voice. Everything was good. We had like we're going to stay backstage on mute party. So hopefully my voice does make it. But if you hear a little less of me, and if you guys are worried about me, everything's good. I coach third grade girls basketball on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Mondays and Thursdays. And I just yelled a little bit too hard, I think, on Monday. And then it was negative 35 degrees out. And everything's good. Everything's good. Facebook users in the house. I appreciate you, Facebook user. I wish I could see your name. If you want to come over and see your name, head on over to the YouTube. But either way, happy Thursday, everybody. This is episode 119. We have a pet lion on display in a very awkward moment. Goldfish trained to do what? I can't do the high voice. Can you do it, Logan?
What?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Is that what you're trying?
Nailed
Okay, I got you.
He got me. And customers apparently are not always right. Just a couple of articles. And those are just 3 because you can only have so long of a description. And for anybody just listening, yes, it is me with a beat up voice. The person that did the high pitched voice, that's Logan. Beard Laws 2. He doesn't really have social media, but if you can spell his last name, you could definitely find him. Then we have They Call Me Toby 2. Yeah, look up. Try to find Logan. They Call Me Toby 2. Rocking the colors. And what is it again? Colors and clocks. Clocks and colors.
And this is Grunt Style, not sponsored.
Yep. Yeah. Not sponsored. Just rocking it. And we got Brandon rocking that Call Me Daddy hat. And
that'll never happen again.
But 3 beards, 1 mustache. That might be the name of the next episode. But don't forget, shout out Squeaks Beard.
Shout
out Squeaks Beard.
I don't overly love that when I feature the comments that they shift up.
Yeah, it is a little weird that everything shifts up.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that while we're doing this. And I just want to thank everybody for popping in. What do we got here? Randy, thank you. So Randy is the Facebook user. And
can I just say, I love the phrase "my guy." Like I don't know what it is about it. I like that. Like, hey, what's up, my guy? Like, I don't know what it like. It's like a very heartfelt, kind of warming, like type of greeting to somebody.
I do. I
like my man. I like, hey, boss.
Yeah,
boss.
Especially like obviously, like my man comes from Denzel.
Yeah,
like
my man.
He probably didn't start that. Like most likely, that was probably like.
Well, that's because he didn't start my man. He started my N word.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then they were like,
"How can we whiteify this?
We're going to be on TBS a lot."
Yeah,
and we got to be very funny.
We're going to be very funny. My man, tried my man. He's like, my man. They're like, oh, that's good. Okay, we can deal with that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we decided to mix it up about a couple of minutes before the show, do a little fancy overlay. And sorry, Brandon, I cut off your name a little bit, but Brandon McDermott, the renowned, world famous author of Abandoned Brandon, which you guys, you see the eye roll? He knows.
It could be Brandon McDermott. McDermott.
I'm just proud that Logan's finally got his social media links up there.
Yes, and if anybody can see that, Twitter, nope. Instagram, still no. YouTube, I selfishly put Beard Laws. So,
yeah, fair.
And for anybody that's wondering what we're talking about, come over to watch the live show. We're on all the social medias and even the Talking Beards Network. So shout out to our dudes at Talking Beards. Pretty excited. And Nick H is like, okay, let's get started. Yeah, we love Brandon C. Dermott as well. He's just a good dude. You wait someday, he's going to have his own.
He'll have his own last name.
Whoa. what happens when the captain leaves? Does that?
I guess we all become.
Oh, hey, sorry about that.
Wow.
I have a mouse that has a back clicker and accidentally clicked it. That's on me.
You need some mice bait.
Don't do that again. We weren't ready. I was scared.
Ooh.
All right, so let's
I had-
just jump
I
in.
had a
We're not even
feeling-
gonna do the intro. We're not gonna do the intro. We have too many articles. Last week it was probably one of the crappiest episodes because there was a lot of things stuck in a lot of awkward places. So there's no better way to start this episode than talking about a man getting something stuck in him somewhere, and he had to go to the ER. Yeah. So we're going to talk about a man getting stuck, a giant living bug pulled out of his ear during a nightmare ER visit. This is an article from the New York Post.com. A wince-inducing video shows a Texas man having a giant insect pulled out of his ear after the large critter flew into his lug while he was working in his garage.
It's one of my worst nightmares.
What was that?
That's one of my worst nightmares, having something fly into your ear.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, into his lug. What's his lug?
Like the wheel lug?
It just says lug. It says the large critter flew into his lug while he was working in his garage.
You guys converse. I'll look it up.
Okay.
He's like,
Logan-
go ahead. I shall Google.
This is Logan is our Google guy on his iPhone 4. So
Look at me now.
so the patient was only identified as Ronald, probably because it was Ronald McDonald. He was featured on this week's episode of This Came Out of Me, a Discovery Channel reality series. Also, something that Logan probably saw on a video that rhymes with. I was trying to think of a porn site that was going to rhyme with, and it just didn't come out. I don't know.
I'll tell you this. This came out of me. I am so mad I didn't take that name first because that is just the most fabulous name for a show.
It really is. This came out of me. I wonder if thiscameoutofme.com. This is taken. I'm going to do it.
On today's episode, this came out of me. You guys like feta cheese? So
Where is this happening, Matt? Where's this happening?
Texas.
Really? So
Yeah.
lug is an ear in the
Huh.
UK Wikipedia, like from Cambridge University, Cambridge Dictionary.
oh, come on. The fucking Brits.
Nonstop Gamer says lug equals left upper gut. Lug could be ear, aka lug hole.
So anybody else's FYP filled with pimple popping, people pulling shit out of people's ears, the earwax. I fucking can't stop watching them. I don't like them, but like it's like watching a train wreck.
Oh no,
Well,
no. I
there's
can't watch them.
still there.
I can't watch them. I don't do bodily fluids.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I did see a coworker today while on the phone kind of do one of these. Pretty sure some earwax came out. Didn't really know, or maybe just was talking, and then there was somebody else in there was like, eat it.
Oh fuck.
And he did this, but he didn't eat it, but it almost looked like he used it in his mustache. But I really I can't confirm that he had something on his finger, but he kind of looked at it. So I'm guessing he was like, no, but maybe earwax is the new mustache wax. I don't.
Oh no.
That's not
Yes.
okay.
No, it wasn't okay, but we really thought he was going to eat it. And shout out to one of our viewers, first time viewer last week, Tyler, in the comments from the Tuesday show. There was a TikTok shown where a husband and wife were sitting, just kind of hanging out on a couch. The husband was eating Whoppers, and the wife said, "Hey, could I have a couple?" The husband then turned and full Whoppers into the wife's mouth. I mean, they projectiled out as if it was a Nerf gun, and could have been pretty damaging. Could have been some choke, some broken teeth, 3 of them. And yeah, so Tyler decided that he would put some Whoppers on my desk Wednesday morning, and we all had a pretty good laugh about that. So thanks, Tyler. I have not ate them or spit them into any coworkers' mouths. But yeah, there is a box of Whoppers if anybody would like me to spit
It
them.
is a whole new fucking world that I don't ever want to be a part of.
I mean, you are a part of it.
I don't want to
So, Ronald, that's a
No.
pretty big bug. Let's show the bug.
be. Let's see it.
Apparently, he had to have some surgery.
I
Oh.
need a
Oh,
big-
we got to get rid of this. We got to get
What is
rid of
that?
this. Sorry.
What is that?
Ooh.
Bot fly?
Ooh, we didn't take that into consideration. I like that. What is that?
That's
not bad.
that's a pretty good size bug.
It's in your ear.
Yeah. So he had some lidocaine. and-
Texas-sized insects.
Yeah, that's a big Texas size 10-4. But yeah, hopefully Ronald is doing all right. And yeah, apparently he had to have 3 doses because he was in so much pain in the hospital bed. And
There's
then
no.
it just there's a video. Do we want to watch the video?
I mean, I do.
Okay. All right. Well,
Let's do it.
consider
Birdie.
yourself warned.
Birdie.
Where'd it go? There's a shark video down here.
The video went off into his ear.
The internet's
Yeah.
telling us we're just not ready.
Technical difficulties.
Yep. That's one of the biggest fears of mine, though, having an alive insect in your ear.
Here we go.
Can you tell me what's going on today?
It's my day off from work, so I've been working on my dune buggy out the garage, and then this dadgum bug flew in my ear,
In
A
the
fucking
ear?
bug in my ear.
Where's it in?
left ear.
Is it still alive?
Yep,
Yeah. Is it
Looks
painful
like
at
a
all?
dune bug.
really irritating. It feels like it's got some wings and it's down on my eardrum.
Oh gosh.
Drives me crazy.
Drives you
Why don't you
crazy?
stop asking me questions and get it out of my fucking ear?
Unstable.
You guys notice they have like a Craftsman toolbox in the corner?
As part of your ear canal, but this kind of stuns the insect.
It was like, can you tell me this story again, sir?
So we have a gentleman who presented with a insect in his left external auditory canal. The plan with him is to instill some lidocaine to stun or kill the insect and try to manually extract the insect from his ear canal. It may feel a little strange, because he's not going to like.
He's probably gonna move a lot. Okay, so just try not
That
to
is a big
grab.
ass needle.
Nope.
Try not to move because if we poke you,
Be real still. I know it's uncomfortable. It'll get better.
Nope.
For a while.
Nope. First of all, lidocaine already hurts like a motherfucker.
Insect kind of hits the eardrum, it can cause sensation of equilibrium disruption.
Hold your head
It
still.
don't hurt, it's just,
Yeah, just
He's gonna put a needle
Sorry.
in your ear, so just try to be real still, okay? Sorry. There it came out.
Oh wow.
Still alive.
That's dune bug.
looks like a moth.
I would eat it.
Moth us, eat us up.
See?
What is it? A moth?
How does he just up us?
Didn't know the doctor was a poet as well, but
But I hope they either killed it or brought it about 8 miles away, because apparently all animals can come back from some sort of that thing will fly right back into his ears. They were just like, go free.
Well, I
So-
can tell you right now, I've got a female turkey that never came home, and I'm very sad about it.
why are you laughing, Logan? He's sad about it. That wasn't the time for a
That was my baby. I raised her from a hatchling, man.
look at him, he's still laughing. Do you have no soul?
Bro, my birds are my family.
Not much. I don't.
What an asshole.
Wow. Unreal. I thought we were all friends here.
Plague on your house.
Oh, and your goldfishes.
I hope
All
your
of
dick
them.
gets COVID.
Probably will.
Can you get Dick Coven more than once?
I don't know.
Asking for
just
a
the
friend.
shaft.
Just asking for a friend.
The tip will say good, just give you a little hope that everything's going to get better, but it won't. It'll always be that way.
Yes. You'll always be there. So Toby, I'm sorry that Logan laughed about it, but I'm sure at one point in your life, Logan, maybe you won a goldfish or something, and maybe the goldfish died, and then you cried. How do you feel about that? Well, if you had a goldfish and you actually knew how to train a goldfish, did you know that goldfish are actually trained to drive robotic tanks?
I did not know that, but I did know that you can, in fact, train goldfish. Like, so everybody that thinks that goldfish have like no memory or brain or anything, completely wrong.
Yeah. That's why for the longest time, like people would say, "Oh, I have the memory of a goldfish." Well, I had to change mine to a gnat because goldfish are pretty smart. They have a nice memory, and I don't know where that saying came from, especially because this article by the dailymail.co.uk, this is not a fish tale. Goldfish are trained to drive a robotic tank by swimming in a certain direction to show that they can navigate on land as well as in water.
Whoa.
Yeah, Brandon, do you have that article open?
Oh, shit.
No, it's okay if you don't.
He's like, oh shit.
Here, I got you. I got you. I was gonna let you kind of do some talking.
That's
here,
actually the one article I closed because I wasn't going to bring that one up.
nice.
Out of all of them, that's all right.
I put it in the title, so I was like, you know what? Yeah, Joe, get him. So insensitive.
Whatever.
There's a video as well. Once Brandon gets that load and talks about it a little bit, we'll show off this video of a goldfish actually driving a robotic tank.
Of course, it says, in one of the weirdest scientific experiments ever, goldfish have been trained to drive a robotic tank around a room. In tests, the onboard camera and computer were able to detect the fish's position in real time and activate the vehicle motors to move the vehicle in the same direction that the fish were moving. 6 goldfish were successfully trained to use these bizarre devices and managed to find their way around a small room toward a food reward. Who's not motivated by food? The results suggest that fish can adjust their navigation skills to a wholly different terrestrial environment, according to researchers. The experiments were conducted by a team of researchers in Israel, and they were detailed in a behavioral brain research. They were obviously tasked to drive towards a visual target, and they were successful in doing so. They wanted to take one species from its own environment and challenge it to perform behavioral tasks in a completely different environment. The small area was corrugated. Never heard that word. They used boards that were placed on the walls to act as the target for the fish. And there is a little diagram. I'm not sure if you have this pulled up or not, Matt.
Yeah, this is a big goldfish.
Yeah. So they've got a little diagram there that kind of shows how the little machine that was driving around the room and how the fish controlled it, and the target that the fish were driving towards, and how it kind of worked. It's kind of a cool little thing. So a computer system could prevent any motion to avoid a collision. Say if they try to drive right into the wall or something, it would stop it. If it came within 8 inches, wow, that's pretty big. To such an obstacle based on measurements from the onboard sensors it had. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I still feel kind of bad that I had to flush my goldfish when I was 7. I'll never forget you, Goldie.
Right?
For the amount of money they spent on that thing, they could have fed a ton of people.
And that was a big ass fucking goldfish. I'm just gonna say that.
Not to mention this, all right? If you put goldfish in, like, let's say, like what do they call it? Aquariums, coolers, whatever, fucking aquarium, right? So you put walls on 1 or 2 sides, they're naturally gonna go just like fucking birds will, where it looks like it's outside. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Thank you guys. Feed.
I mean, wow, you want to tell us how you really feel? Or...
But here's my question:
Just saying.
goldfish driving laser-equipped tanks. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
They're like
Nothing.
They'd be like, in 50 years, these
Dr. Evil wanted sharks.
These goldfish will be able to solve our wars.
Not just sharks, but sharks with freaking laser beams on their freaking heads.
So just to clarify, this was done in the UK. So the UK is spending their billions of dollars.
Hold on for a second while everybody acts surprised real quick.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That was good. That was good. You know what else would be surprising is if you kind of were just sitting there and then know what else is surprising? Laura's back. We have missed Laura so much.
Hey, Laura.
Hey. It would be cool if my voice came next.
I was hoping you were okay. I hope all is well. I was thinking about you the other day. Where's Laura been?
Yeah,
I hope we didn't piss you off. That was my biggest worry.
We're glad to see you back. And this isn't a story about a bird, but it would be surprising, I would feel, if you were just kind of sitting there, maybe in a vehicle, maybe on the side of the street, and you saw a woman carrying a lion. That's right, a lion. It has been something that, what's next? Hamsters driving Hummers?
Anybody see this video on TikTok?
I have.
A couple weeks ago I saw it, but yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on? It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, so we'll just show the video. I'm sure Toby's seen it. I'm not sure if Logan has, but let's do the thing.
I've not.
Now, understand this is in Kuwait, and they're legal to keep there, including lions, as pets.
I'd like to point out that this is also not surprising.
It's a regular Thursday.
Yeah, it was a viral video, obviously showing a woman carrying a lion in her arms on the Kuwait streets.
Let's be honest. That looks like me carrying out my youngest, like if he's throwing a fit somewhere. Like, come on, let's just go. No, it's okay. Keep going. And then, like when you get far enough away, you're like, I'll let him run because then it's not my fault.
Yes, absolutely.
What happens? We were far, whatever. Yeah, no, that seems normal. Carrying
so
that
tiger cat. I just wanted a toy from Walmart, Dad.
So before, I mean, that video went viral. I mean, it was everywhere. Everybody was duetting it, stitching it. So they obviously had to do a little bit of some research. This is UPI.com. The animal was actually her father's. So apparently that is her dad's pet lion that did get out, and they were able to get that, so the officers helped capture the big cat when it was spotted wandering the streets, and it was returned to the woman's custody. And I don't know if she just decided, hey, I'm going to pick this thing up and carry it home. But
so that was her father's?
That was her father's, yep.
She was probably out on a date and got a call from dad. And she's like 3 times, like, I better take this. Hello, what's up? Dad's like, fucking lion's out again. He's in your area.
The
Bring him back.
Fucking lion's out again.
I'm sorry for doing this to you. I know.
How many times do I got to talk to you about this?
Wasn't all that cool. It'll take you 5 minutes. The lion's like a block away. Grab the lion. I'll meet you a couple blocks away. Just grab the fucking lion.
Just get that goddamn lion back into the fucking house.
I told you we should have just got her a goldfish, Larry.
Yeah.
It's my fucking tanks, man.
Trust me, if that's in Kuwait, there's nobody named Larry.
Well, if they're calling you for tech support or something, it's Larry or David.
It's hello,
Fucking
this is Steve. But that's also to be fair, that's also usually what is it? What do they call it? Southwest Asia, or AKA India, and they actually have some of the highest intelligent quotient on average people in the entire world. I had a buddy of mine who actually went to India as a foreign exchange student. I'm talking like a straight A, like the over 4.0 GPA kids. Went to India, failed. He's like, I couldn't.
Wow.
Bro, he goes, I couldn't keep up. He goes, they're just so much more advanced. I was like, hey,
that doesn't surprise me.
Worship a couple of cows, get your math grade up. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
That doesn't surprise me in the least bit. I wish I had a segue for this next one, so I'm just gonna let Logan pick the next one. 1, 2, or 3.
Oh God,
gotta go with 1.
1 it is. So this happened in LA, which you can. Maybe it be surprising, maybe it's normal, but this is the officers ignored a robbery. This is the LAPD, but why they ignored it is. I want you guys to try to guess. Brandon, you've seen the article. I'm sure. So Logan, Toby, I'd love to see the reasoning why they ignored the robbery.
Can I go with my 30-year answer first?
Sure.
LA cops avoid a robbery?
Yes.
White dude.
Oh,
That's
we're
your
going.
reasoning?
Oh, you went straight Rodney King with it.
Wow.
You went straight Rodney King.
I'm gonna say you are very cold. If we were playing hotter, colder, not even.
LA cops avoid a robbery? Black Lives Matter protest.
No, it has nothing to do with that. You're overthinking it. We're gonna move on to Toby.
No, I'm glad.
Why they ignore the robbery? Person was naked.
Okay, that's
Good guess.
that's warmer.
Naked guy.
That's
Naked
warmer.
guy.
That's warmer. So just to this is an article. Oh, look at naked guy. Bomber's on the same page. Same page.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, we did see a video a couple of weeks ago where they were checking a man who was not fully naked, had pants on, thought that he had a weapon, turned out to be his weapon and his male member. But this is not
I'll
that.
get you. I'm gonna get you.
2 Los Angeles police officers were fired for ignoring a robbery in progress. And you know why, Logan? They were instead trying to catch a Snorlax. Do you know what a Snorlax is?
Yo, they were playing some Pokemon Go, baby. Let's go.
So they did not try to catch the robber because they were trying to get a Snorlax, which is apparently a mythical creature. According to the officer's appeal, former LAPD officer Luis Lozano and Eric Mitchell. What?
Sweet.
Eric, you're a cop?
Do your
No
job.
way. Shout out. This is an article about Eric Mitchell. They were fired. No wonder why you're out here in the falls. Yeah, they were playing some Pokemon Go, and were fired for willfully abdicating their duty to assist a commanding officer's response to a robbery in progress and playing a Pokemon mobile game while on duty.
I love how that last part of that sentence was added, and the first part of the sentence was probably straight out of a book. Willfully abdicating their duty to assist a commanding officer's response to a robbery in progress, and ... playing Pokemon mobile video game while on duty.
Brandon, if you have that article up and you want to talk a little bit more about it.
So it happened in April of 2017. So this was the article just came out recently, but it happened at a Macy because that's when everybody was playing Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah.
It was a huge thing about 4 or 5 years ago. It was at the Los Angeles Crenshaw Mall. According to court records, a patrol supervisor called both Mitchell and Lozano to respond to an apparent robbery in progress at the Macy's Mall. Several police officers left the scene of a homicide to respond to the call, but Mitchell and Lozano did not. They were in the area, but didn't respond to the call and instead backed down the alley and drove away. At approximately 6:09, just 5 minutes after Lozano said, quote, "Screw it," checking in with communications about a robbery call, Officer Mitchell alerted Lozano that Snorlax had just popped up at 46th and Limert Streets. After noting that Limert doesn't go all the way to 46, Lozano responded, "Oh, you know what I can do? I'll just go down to 11th and swing up Crenshaw, and I know on the way back we can get it." Mitchell suggested a different route and then told Lozano, "We got 4 minutes."
This is my favorite part. All right. So they tried to get reinstated, right? And they referenced a 1975 case in which an employee named Dr. Skelly, who regularly drank alcohol on the job and skipped shifts, was reinstated. So they tried to argue that playing Pokemon Go and lying about it was by far a worse infraction. So they tried to say, hey, you know, this guy's having a couple of beers on his lunch. He's shifting. We were just trying to catch a mythical creature playing Pokemon Go.
They misused their positions to engage in playing games while on duty and using public resources and had ignored their official law enforcement duties, putting others in dangers. Little else harms the public service more.
Unreal. Quick shout out to our dude, Rozzy. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I greatly appreciate it. You didn't have to do that, but yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully everything is going all right for you. And hopefully, you know, and your skateboarding is limited to playing some Tony Hawk because we can't have any more accidents, man. We got to get you healed up.
So Angel still she still plays Pokemon Go.
I was going to say Grimlock, he still plays Pokemon Go. I know Dobby and his Discord, they're very active in Pokemon Go as well. They try to do raids. I get notification for that.
Hey, all right, I got to give a quick shout out here to J Rob. He came to visit me. He's an old Navy vet. Came down, visited me, brought me a shirt. Finished engraving a giant Jack Daniels bottle that he had Psychotics image and logo put on. Huge awesome. Jack Daniels bottle. Showed Angel what he's started engraving the bottle that he's making for Angels. So good friend, love him to death. Thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. I'm glad that you risked the COVID house for that.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. And thank you to the new sub that was sent over to Daddy Decker. What's up, Decker? Hopefully you're good. And yeah, if anybody can say that name, I will. I'll send you a T-shirt. Yeah, it's a tough one. But thank you for the comment. Thank you for the comment. But yeah, so that was another one, and I don't know if anybody has anything interesting that has happened to them over the last week. I know last week somebody was asking about any pigs flying out, any more windows. So I didn't know if anybody had any good stories. I don't have anything cool to talk about. It was just super cold.
Did you get a latch, Toby?
Oh, what?
A latch for the window.
No, the window itself actually does latch. It's just that I happen to have it cracked open so that we could get some free flowing air in the room, and
it does have the world's smartest pig. That's all.
Yeah, it does get pretty warm, but yeah, I just happen to have an extremely intelligent pig. Angel and Peyton both got COVID. They both tested positive for COVID as of Monday. I am good to go. And what was the? Oh, and Angel has started as of 2 days ago a Minecraft addiction.
Oh,
she should join my server.
Don't.
Says every addict ever.
Says every addict ever.
Did you see that? He should join my server. But that's a good segue, because if anybody is on Twitch, like right here, the Nonstop Gamer and Dead Stoner 666 and Daddy Decker, if any of you guys want, Brandon J. McDermott, he's got his own Discord. Brandon, if you have the link, put it in a private chat and I'll post it in there. So if anybody wants to join it, Brandon's got a cool little Minecraft Discord. He's been playing a lot of Minecraft at night. So yeah, definitely check it out. Or even Nonstop Gamer, if you have the link, feel free to do it. I don't know if it'll do that, but while we're doing some plugs, I got a cool product from a pretty cool company that I got to show you guys. All right, this is not a paid thing, but this thing is pretty cool. I tried it out for the first time. I don't know if it was a success or a fail. I think it was out of 1 of a 10. I'm gonna give it probably like a 5.5, Toby, because you got to see it. 5.5.
I mean, out of 10, and I don't know if it did the thing that it did to you, because you said, like, and there's a specific reason I asked, is I was like, was the beer a little warm? And you're like, yeah. And I'm wondering if that had something to do with the fizz and the leak.
It could be. So if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about,
I'll have to wait till I see it with somebody doing it with a cold beer, because I've seen a lot of videos of people doing it, and that's the first time I've seen that happen.
Oh, I didn't have it left.
Shit.
Toby had the window unlatched. He's got
somebody had the window unlatched. Pig he just disconnected himself for a second there. He's back.
So this is the Shot Fun shotgun tool. So this is obviously for shotgunning beers. And this thing is awesome. Shot Fun, it's a blast. See what they did there? That's creative marketing. And let me see here. All right, so there is the link to there, and I will post. Is that what I put in the?
Yeah, that's the Discord. The Discord will have the link to the Minecraft server in it. So you just got to.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so if you guys want, check out the Discord. Thank you for sending that over. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, cool. So this is the Shot Fun shotgun, and here is the link to it if anybody wants to buy it. Don't have a promo code. You guys can try to type in Beard Laws. It's probably not going to work. You guys can try to go to shotfunshotgun.com/beardlaws. Probably still not going to work. But either way, if you want one, this thing is cool. How does it work? This thing, and I have to admit, all right, I've seen the pictures online. I saw them on their Instagram, and I was like, this thing looks cool. This thing looks fun. But it's more durable than I thought that it was going to be. So all you do is you lift this very sturdy metal.
This thing is ridiculous.
All right. And then you put your beer in here. And then what it has is when you hit the shotgun, there is a, when you pump it, there is a piece that comes out. It's really hard to see.
Solid metal rod.
Yeah. And then when you pull the trigger, this rod comes out, and this actually opens the can. So the beer goes in, latch it. You actually.
Now I'm looking at that, Matt, and it looks like, crack it open again real quick.
Yeah.
It looks like it's supposed to have a rubber seal in that open area for the top.
So this is rubber that I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and then that goes inside that part. Okay.
Yep. So it is a tight seal. And then you hit this, it pokes a hole in the bottom of the can. When you're ready, you press this, it opens the can. You drink out of the mouth hole, which the mouth hole actually comes off so you can wash it and everything. It's really fun. I tried it once before the show. It's a little bit slower than I'd like, but maybe it's just me. But again, if you guys want to check one out, Shot Fun. What is it again? ShotFunShotgun.com. Cool. Yeah, it's gonna be the hit of every party. I'm gonna be bringing this thing. They actually sell one like a strap is an accessory, so you can put it over your shoulder. But I'm just gonna be walking around like this, and I'm really glad that they made it look like a Nerf gun because I feel like there would be too many knuckleheads. Yeah, if it was black or something else, they wouldn't use their head. You know.
Let's be honest, they're still going to come out with a black edition someday.
Probably, but what's crazy to me is they on their website they have a much different version.
Yeah, it is a lot different version. That's what I was expecting. So I'm not going to lie to you. I am a little hesitant now, based on seeing what they have on their what they've got in all the videos and everything versus what I see you holding.
So the videos on Instagram, this is what I saw, which I'm happier because what I think the ones on their website, those look 3D printed in my opinion.
Well, they could have been.
If that was like a test design or something, then they had these made. These are good. I'm beyond excited. I mean, metal.
Can we see you shotgun a beer out of that yet?
Yeah, I'll do one here.
I get to see him do one before. He's probably thinking, Jesus Christ.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do the thing. It's probably going to help.
18 beers into it. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to do a live show. Shit.
All right, so the beer goes in. Make sure you line it up with the way that the trigger goes.
Okay, I like it.
I did have some leakage on the first one that I did. I'm not sure if it's maybe I was too aggressive with the can shake. Yeah, the after party edition. Yeah, so
if you have leakage, maybe the rubber broke.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So yeah, the Beard Laws After Hours. What's cool is if you guys do go to the Beard Laws Patreon, we are offering up a chance to be able to hang out with us before and after shows. Could be a disaster, could be fun, but maybe this will be fun.
Let's see this shit.
All right, so this is probably gonna leak.
I think maybe it's leaking because you're being such a pussy about cocking that thing.
That's what she said.
Like, have you ever fired a shotgun? It's fucking. That actually leaked a hell of a lot less than the last time he did it. Because the first time he did it, it was just foam came out of that crease. It just, like, he'll tell you, it was.
I went a little bit slower that time on it, and I could hear the.
He did a good job of wrapping his mouth all the way around.
It's all the power has come from his two lips right there.
Yeah, so shot fun, shotgun. I'm gonna set this thing down.
All right.
So
I would like, since Matt took a step away, and I'm not trying to bring anybody down on this. I want to say this. A very close friend of mine. He goes by the name of Southern Tigger on TikTok. He just got word his father passed away. So I just want to send my condolences. Tigger, if you are listening, I'm very sorry to hear that. And if you need me, brother, you know how to get a hold of me. Sorry. Don't mean to bring everybody down. Wow. Holy shit. Thank you, Megan.
Yeah. Shout out to Megan.
Matt's not here, so we can't put you up on the screen just yet.
So let's give a diagnostic, or I guess a critique of Matt's skill on that.
Did you say critique?
Critique, yeah. What was the damn word he kept saying the other day that just lit me up?
Documentary.
Shout out Megan.
Documentary.
Documentary.
God. And now you're saying critique?
It's critique.
I'm gonna beat the hell out of this man.
What? You're making all of us in the North Country look bad, like we're uneducated and can't say words.
Listen, I also say batteries instead of batteries. It's batteries. I get it from my grandfather. But if I want to give to me, if I'm going to, I'm not going to critic him. I'm going to critique. What do you say?
A critique.
Critique.
I can't critique someone. Critique.
You say cry, tackle, roll when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons or anything?
I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm an adult.
Okay. Do you say this guy's in cry, tickle condition in the hospital?
Say that again. It cut out.
Oh fuck! I'll kill him.
No, for real. My computer.
All right, hey, if somebody's in the ICU and they're in a pretty rough condition, what kind of condition would it be?
What condition?
I'm
Begins with a
critical,
C.
not critical. I got you. Critical. It's I just always said critique. I don't critique. I critique.
Huh. Okay, so we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna try really hard to move on from that. What were you trying to critique?
We are going to critique your skills with your shotgun.
Oh,
I actually think I think it did pretty good.
it's a lot slower, and this isn't a bash on Toby or anything. And Toby will be the first to admit. And I'm 36 years old. I'm not supposed to be out here shotgunning beers with the kids anymore. I'm a little bit older, but this does come out much slower. So it's like an easier, and Logan being a guy that doesn't overly shotgun beers either, it's a much easier chug, in my opinion, than the pump action shotgun tool. Where
you're spilling everything because it's come through so fast. I think for somebody that can't chug like me, it'd be a better tool.
It's fun. And yeah, it's just definitely made to kind of be, a hit of the party. And yeah, so we have a couple other articles I think I want to save because I kind of think doing the picker wheel is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure I am a little younger. It's not a competition, Laura. It's not a competition. We're all, just still doing awesome. Joe's pretty good. Joe's pretty good. Nobody's, in my opinion, I haven't seen a faster shotgunner though than Beard Gang. Beard Gang is a goddamn animal. He can really open that throat. So shout out Beard Gang. Make sure you guys compliment his throat skills. So let's last week.
Emotional, damn it. God, I fucking love that guy. I love him.
He does. We even had a video earlier that Toby sent me with it. But so last week on the picker wheel, and if anybody is new here, doesn't know what the picker wheel is, the picker wheel is a wheel where we pick. Well, you put them on there. We spin this, and it comes up. So if you guys have any questions, anything that you want on here, please just let us know. We will add them. Last week, we spun it, and we saved it. What is your favorite Adam Sandler movie? And I wanted to give us enough time so we could discuss it. I don't know. I know the Jim Carrey one was a good one. I'm a big Adam Sandler fan. I don't know any reason why. Like, I don't have a man crush on him. I mean, I don't think he's like a great looking dude. Like some people, like Coffee fantasizes over like Will Smith.
I honestly think people jump on the I hate Adam Sandler movies bandwagon the same way that they hop on the Nickelback sucks bandwagon.
Dude, half of my like everyday lines that I use in conversation are Adam Sandler movie quotes. Yes. And I think there's some tie-in, and they're not exactly the same, so follow me here. But I think there's some Venn diagram fold over, if you will, between Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey and Robin Williams, and how they're all these funny guys, like they all are, and then they have one or two. Nice. Are your toes clipped there in the middle, or is it just like the bottom of the sole?
Oh, these are Tabi boots. These are Ninja Tabi, like the Ninja style Tabi boots.
Can we just call them Ninja Toby boots?
Logan, yes, we can. If you want, you can call them Ninja Toby boots.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Toby.
I've always wanted a pair of these, okay, and not to take away from the conversation, but I've always wanted a pair of these. But they normally come with just like this. You see where the orange is here?
Yeah.
It's usually all the more sole they have, and it's always super flat. Well, I've got a little bit of an arch, and I found these, and these have got arch support, and look, they got like the little Air Pegasus.
Oh,
like
nice.
Bubbling. They're super comfortable.
You have shown you have no soul because you're wearing camel toe sandals.
I was going to say, Logan, care to jump into critique him, but looks like you got our but
nope.
But
I can't help it that you're so uncultured that one, you say words completely wrong, and two, you know nothing about the ninja.
I'm surprised you didn't say it camel toe, but
I bet he says caramel. I bet that asshole says caramel. Look at him. Look at him.
I don't typically, but I have.
Here's when it comes to caramel.
I've said caramel before. I will say
not sponsored, by the way.
That's not a word that comes into it, but I can guarantee I've said caramel before. Like many, like not just like it's caramel. No, yeah. I in my regular life years ago when that was part of my life, I would say that.
Your regular life? What are you living? Your unregular? Like, what kind of life are you living right now?
A deep hell.
For me, when it comes to caramel versus caramel, the only time I say caramel is when it's apples. I don't say caramel apples. I say caramel apples.
I don't know.
It just sounds right.
We're getting into a whole picker wheel thing
Right.
without rolling the picker wheel on that.
It's okay. It was free flowing.
And that was my
Adam
fault.
Sandler.
You put on some bright colored shoes on the screen, and I was like, "Ooh, squirrel!" But
Yeah.
But no, when it comes to Adam Sandler, my thing with him is it's not as quite as a jump off as Jim Carrey was with the serious route that he took with Man on the Moon or whatever the hell the movie was called, and then everything after that kind of went
movie
weird.
23 and
Yeah. But with Adam Sandler, obviously we know that movie that he had a couple years ago that he did that was just a serious role was really good. But before that, even like 50 First Dates wasn't super. It was all the surrounding cast around him were the funny guys, and he was just able to kind of be himself.
And you know what? And that is kind of the pattern he continues to go. And I think the majority of the people that are like, I hate Adam Sandler movie, he makes nothing but garbage. No, in all honesty, what he first kind of came out with, like Billy Madison with that baby talk shit, that was the garbage. Like the movie itself, the premise of the movie and everything like that, and situations in the movie were funny, but his character was so fucking annoying.
Oh, yeah.
It's my least favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
The stuff where he starts acting more like the normal person and funny shit is like happening around him and he's more reactive and as a normal person kind of shows me that's like Adam Sandler just being Adam Sandler at that point. He's not playing a character anymore.
Right.
True.
But
yeah,
we need to start like with somebody actually.
I don't think that you can go any better, any more classic than Happy Gilmore.
love Happy Gilmore. Love it. Big fan of it. Big Daddy was a good one for me too. That was a good one.
See, now
but I wiped my own ass.
I've got my favorite serious Adam Sandler movie and my favorite comedy Adam Sandler movie.
Okay.
And I think, and I'm with Brandon when I talk about my comedy movie. I love Happy Gilmore. Absolutely. The fight with Bob Barker. Are you fucking kidding me? Brilliant. But as far as a serious movie goes, and it's one that not a lot of people have seen, but it is just brilliant. Punch Drunk Love.
That's good.
Oh my God. That movie.
Rain Over Me wasn't terrible. A little more, you know what I mean? New York City setting where, you know, it kind of hits home for Adam. Which
one was that, Matt?
Rain Over Me.
Oh, I have not seen that.
That's a pretty decent one. It's worth the watch. One I didn't like to kind of go there. I didn't love Little Nicky. I wasn't a big fan of it. It just
that was right around that same Billy Madison time frame where he's still playing characters like these. Now, again, another great movie, but his character specifically was like the really annoying one. But the rest of the surrounding cast and their characters were all great.
Yeah.
I'm going to say my other top, and they probably can switch between the two, is Anger Management. And that has a lot to do with the chemistry between he and Jack Nicholson.
God, it was so good.
So good.
The egg scene. Everybody remembers the egg scene. I said over easy.
My favorite scene is the when he's in the bar, the Van Halen ice cream man scene, where the guy's starting to explain war, and he's like, "We man in Nam, man." He's like, "Nah, man, Granada." Wasn't it like 47 minutes long?
Yeah, I was gonna throw in Waterboy. Waterboy's a good one. I really enjoyed The Wedding Singer too.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That's another good one. Yep.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like everybody talks about all of Adam Sandler. He keeps making bombs. How many movies did we just mention? Like, I loved Grown Ups and Grown Ups too.
Yep.
I loved both of those movies. But I mean, like, I don't know. Like, you can say what you want, but the guy will laugh your horrible critiques of his movies all the way to the bank every time because he doesn't make a movie that loses money.
Yeah,
it's true.
You think
you low budget?
You think you're better than me because you got both your nuts,
dude? The one with him and David Spade where they like the do-over on Netflix. Fuck it, that movie was amazing.
Now, what was the name of the movie that he just came out with 2 years ago or so, where he played the serious guy, and it was the jeweler?
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Yeah, that thing got like awards.
I haven't.
It was. Watch it. Watch it. It's really super good.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody mentioned Funny People.
There's a bunch of those.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, he was in
sad
Bulletproof.
at the end. Holy
Remember Bulletproof?
Oh yeah. Him and what was it? Was it Damon Wayans?
Damon Wayans. Yeah.
Yep.
Damon Wayans.
But what's so funny about his movies, to your point, Toby, is you look at Happy Gilmore, you look at Waterboy, even it's kind of changing kind of around there, but Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, those were all surrounded around him. After that, some of the most funny parts of the movies that he's in, Mr. Deeds.
Oh God.
All those movies is other people around him and all their lines.
Well, dude, perfect example. Grown Ups too. Funniest part of the entire movie is what's his name? Swardson, Nick Swardson.
Yeah.
He's in they're in like the Walmart or whatever, and he's like, oh, and he pulls the tab on the box, and this giant raft inflates, and he goes shooting across, and hits another shelf, and everything topples down. Dude, I laughed so hard I cried, and I immediately rewound it about 5 more times and laughed just as hard every time I watch that movie. I lose it.
Yeah,
I know what's coming, but it's the best part of the movie. Or David Spade rolling downhill in a giant tire, and at the end, just a spew of vomit.
yeah. He.
Can we
back
just
to work? Get back to work, Joe.
All right, can we just acknowledge that Nonstop Gamer 16 acknowledges that it's caramel because there's an A in there. It's like,
Oh, so you really? All right. So he's like,
There's
Adam
actually 2
Sandler's
different
done,
ways to spell the word, just to let you know.
same.
The more often used is actually CARMEL.
Caramel.
So I'd point that out.
Interesting. Why don't we spin one?
Just want to point that out.
Okay, so wait, before you do,
Oh, I was gonna put.
remember Adam Sandler's first 2, in my case, cassettes or CDs.
Oh yeah, Toll Booth Willie. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God! So
I'm coming out of the booth.
coming out of the booth, I fucking kid you, I swear to God. So my mom didn't know that my brother and I had discovered Eddie Murphy's records that she had, right? So
Like
it
Raw
was like,
and Delirious and
yes. So Luke and I would listen to those when my parents would go to bed or when they weren't home or on the other side of the house, big house. So we'd listen to that stuff, and at a very young age, laugh, and there was the F-bomb, everything. So then when were able to like find our own type of comedy, we bought Adam Sandler. What the hell happened to me? And they're all gonna laugh
at you.
oh yeah, we're all gonna laugh at you.
Those two albums, CDs, cassettes were exactly where my comedy in my life has built from since. Like I listened to Robin Williams later. I listened to Eddie Murphy before, but like Adam Sandler and all that stuff was exactly where I got my comedy from. Those songs. Remember the shampoo bottle song?
Bro,
Yeah.
I still one of my favorite songs that he's ever sung is still to this day the Turkey Day, the Thanksgiving song.
Yeah.
For you.
And he's got like 3 different ones now. Oh my God, they're so good.
In 2018, they released it on like a limited edition vinyl record. They're all gonna laugh at you. And I was able to get one of those. It was for a record store day. They've probably since then mass produced them, but it was pretty cool to get a copy of that. I haven't opened it yet because I think it's gonna be worth some money someday.
Why don't you go play with your cock and balls? Like everything they came up with on that. Like that's of course before he became really famous. He was going from SNL, trying to move it, whatever my word is. I'm trying like moving into movies, and they came out with all this stuff. It's some of the purest comedy I've ever heard.
Yeah, and to have a comedian be able to pull off like musical comedy, you have to be very good.
Like like with Friends that have since all those friends were in his movies and they produced stuff. Like that was his entourage, and like those guys ended up producing and directing his movies. Like he made them all. That's just a conglomerate of funny fucking people, and man, it's good. The longest P, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know how he says it, but the impression was pretty good.
Oh, thank you. I worked a lot of years on that.
Yes, yes, you did. All right, let's spin the picker wheel. We'll see if we have time. If it's a topic, we'll crush out. If not, we will save it for next week. feel like we could crush this one out.
I've got
Brandon.
mine sitting right in front of me.
So here's my thing. When it comes to long road trip, 2 hours or more, you're going to want something that's going to stick around. And I don't think it's sweet. I think it's salty. And that's what
Gas station sushi.
There you go. California roll. No, but for me, it would be like a big bag of Chex Mix cheddar or something like that with a lot of different stuff in there that you can chew on, and that's going to keep you filled up. It's going to be carbs, of course, but it's not going to make you crash like all that sugar with a bunch of donuts or something would. And trust me, I've done.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I agree with these guys right here.
You always have exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm agreeing, but not agreeing, because that's not the one that I picked. But you can never go wrong with beef jerky. However, not sponsored.
Oh,
Cheddar and bacon, TGI Friday, potato skin chips. Oh, bruh.
Yeah.
That and a lemonade Rockstar. Forget it. Game over.
I love beef jerky, but I'm with you on that. You need something salty, but yet something that's going to be crunchy, not something that's.
Yeah.
Beef just doesn't. Meat doesn't do it for you when it comes to making a long road trip nice.
yeah. I like the combos. I'm a big fan of combos. When I'm on a road trip, I try to get some combos, maybe even pizza
ranch corn nuts.
Okay. Yeah. See, for me, I'm a guy that pretty much anytime I eat, I have to take a poop. So when I'm road tripping, I have to be very strategic, especially in a longer trip. And then you have to say, well, do I want to have to pull over and poop at one of these places? That's why back in the day, this could be $1 million idea. I think somebody beat me to it, but years ago when apps just started coming out, I wanted to come up with an app that would rank every time you took a poop in a public place. So that way you knew and you could pull it up. And I'm sure it's a thing now, but
bro, this place is 5 stars. It's always clean.
It's 5-star. It was clean.
Again, that's why I mainly only stop at either truck stop rest stops, because they're always cleaning their truck stops, or the statewide rest stops, the state funded rest stops.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Matt. Finish.
I was just going to say, I remember one of the worst places ever. I was going to Worcester, Massachusetts, and we had to get some gas. We had to just take some leaks. Walked in. It was the most disgusting bathroom at this gas station I've ever seen. It even had like this weird stand-up shower in it, and I don't even know how to describe it. It looked like you pick up, a lady of the street brought it there, and just did your business, washed up, and it was pretty bad. Yeah, 10 out of 10. You would poop here again. Yeah, I mean, has so many ideas, and I thought it would be a good one. Say you pop into a chain store, and you're like, this chain's good. So when you're on the road, you can pull it up, be like, where can I poop? I thought it was a good idea, but I just didn't know how to make an app. Still don't.
Yep, fair. I gotta go with the Chex Mix Bold Blend. And some J Link's beef jerky peppered. With as much as I want to drink water on a travel, I drink soda, obviously for the caffeine, but drink the water with my intestines. Much like you, Matt, on the other side of things, I have to pee anytime I take a drink, and so I limit that. But if I know I'm going on a long trip, the day before, I also plan ahead. I don't drink a lot. I don't eat a lot. I make sure that I'm ready to rock when we go. And then if I have to do an 8-hour drive, I can do an 8-hour drive, stopping maybe once.
Yeah. I mean, what's crazy is your lack of intestines and your, medical thing where you have to pee so much. You still pee less than Joe.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, Joe was watching the show the other day, and I think we lost track about 7 or 8 pees in 35 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's something not right. I think he wants to get a prostate test.
I mean, I pee that much when I go live, but I'm also live for about 4 or 5 hours.
Right. Yeah. No.
And
I pee a lot too, but I
drinking
also drink
like a super light beer the entire time, and it just runs right through you.
I drink over 1 gallon of water a day, so there is a lot of pee that comes out of me. A lot.
I should drink 1 gallon of water, but
no, it's a good thing apparently. But either way, Yeah. I don't think Joe drinks a lot of coffee or tea. I think it's soda and alcohol. And but maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before.
You have to eat things that A, are healthy, and B, that soak up the water.
There's a question for the picker wheel. How far is too far to drive? Okay, how far is too far to drive?
I like how last week's show was very scatological, and this week's show has turned to piss.
Well,
all right, let's spin. This is for next week on the picker wheel. Tea or coffee? How ironic that somebody just said maybe he drinks a lot of tea or coffee. We'll discuss tea or coffee, and maybe we'll, talk about the ways that we brew. I don't know, but I don't think a lot of you guys are tea or coffee drinkers. But we'll find out next week on episode 120. That's crazy, episode 120, and Logan might be back in studio next week.
Man, if not next week, it will definitely be the week after. My brother was supposed to come home this weekend. They may, or I don't know why I'm pointing down to Brandon.
I don't know that. Yeah, I was gonna say when did Brandon become your brother coming home? But
Brandon's coming to my house. They are all not feeling well. They're okay. Hopefully they can come back next weekend. So maybe next weekend. But if not, hopefully I will be back in the studio soon. My birthday's Sunday, and I'm gonna have beers for Betty White, because that would have been her birthday as well. Along with Muhammad Ali, the great baseball player Chili Davis, Jim Carrey, and one of the greatest beer and alcohol drinkers ever, which is why I actually am going to drink on Sunday, because otherwise I'd take my birthday off. It'd be Ben Franklin. So Sunday's a good day.
Interesting. Sunday is a great day for hay. Well, yeah, let me know what's going on, and
you'll be there.
Yeah, you know me. Hopefully, I don't have to cook in the freezing cold for your birthday.
No. We're going someplace local.
Okay. Well, either way, we'll discuss that in a little bit. So yeah, make sure everybody says happy early birthday to Logan. Get on all his social media. Wish him a happy birthday, and
no, just wish me happy birthday here, because I won't get on social media.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, we can't thank everybody for taking some time out of their busy Thursday to watch this, or maybe you're listening to this on a Friday, maybe you're listening to it on a random Monday or Tuesday, maybe you're listening to it while you're at work killing time. That's cool with us, or maybe for whatever reason you're in the shower and you're listening to us, and that's cool. And if it excites you in any way, that's exciting, because we truly do love this show. And thank you to you fellas for being in here. I greatly appreciate you guys. And yeah, thank you guys. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Hopefully I have my voice back for next week. But either way, can't thank you guys enough. Check out all the links in the description for all the fellas. Go check out all their social medias if you want. I'm not the boss of you. Do what you want. But yeah, either way, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your weekend. And we'll see you when we see you. We didn't do an intro. We're about to do the outro. All right, smile later. Bye.
Peace.